And this country believes right now there is no looking back, we can only go forward. But I want all of you to go back a bit. I want you to go back to 1935 when the Government of India Act came. A lot of discussion in the British Parliament, the House of Commons. The discussion was about whether India truly deserves freedom. If we get our freedom, are we good enough to keep our freedom? If we get our freedom, are we good enough to progress as a nation through that freedom? So a lot of countries, with due respect to all the countries that ruled over us, governed us for a long point of time, they felt managing India as a white man's burden. They felt India cannot manage itself. India doesn't have the wherewithal to manage itself. They felt it's a white man's burden to take care of our country. Lot of discussion happened in House of Commons before Clement Attlee decided to give independence to our country. They said you should not give. A great statesman like Winston Churchill, whom we all hold in very, very high regard for what he has done for England, he said, India is a country that is no more than an equator. He said India is a line. It is so fragmented. People speak multiple languages. The custom is so varied. You just cross 100 kilometers, like Praveen Shetty said, in Karnataka, out of all the 28 districts, each district the food is different, the custom is different, the dance form is different. Tamil Nadu, 39 districts, everything different. Rajasthan, closer to the border, closer to the desert, is very different. Then in Jaipur is very different. Nagaland, 7 sisters, Manipur, Arunachal Pradesh, very different individually. So Winston Churchill's argument is, how can this country hold their freedom? It is only because of Britishers we are holding that freedom for a long time. So those kind of words were spoken. Later part of 1960s, earlier part of 1970s, we didn't have food grains for some point of time. We had to import food grain from US through the IL-76 scheme. We wanted food grain. We didn't have milk. We got to create a milk revolution. We got to create a green revolution through MS Swaminathan, who just birth centenary year we just celebrated. Every single problem we were struggling, we were going through the Hindu rate of growth. We were growing at 4%, 5%, 3%. Some states were classified pejoratively as the Bimaru states. They said some states in India can't grow, they are Bimaru states. And some states can only supply manpower to other states for other states to grow. All kinds of theories. Politicians used this opportunity to create divide wedges. They said north and south. South is different from north, north is different from south, east is different from west. And this country cannot hold. And every single opportunity it came, people tested us as a nation. We cannot do this, it is not possible, we cannot stand united, the language will separate us, the cultures are far too different for India to hold together itself as a nation. We are not an imperialistic nation by any measure. The last 200 years of world's growth, we have seen imperialistic hegemony. Global powers, big powers, they were dividing countries among themselves. But India were very clear, our growth is not a threat to anybody. We will encompass everybody as we say. That is why we are the leader of Global South. We represent the voice of Global South. So every single time we look at our country, it invokes a lot of pride. It is not a normal vision. Again, we waited for a long time. 1700, 1730, the Cambridge economist Angus Madison, he argues, 1730, India had 23% of the world's GDP. 1730. 23% of the world's GDP. We are at 2% now. 2.2%. I would urge all the youths here to think very deeper into your life and make your life very purposeful. Making money is fantastic, but by making money, creating a wealth for society is more important than merely making money. And the wealth we create for the society should be percolated down. And that wealth should go down so that there is some common man somewhere who didn't have a distinct advantage in his life. We are born into a very privileged family. Father and mother educated. We are born into that family because we are educated. But a lot of kids don't have that privilege, born in poor families. In a 100-meter race, it is like asking somebody to run 120 meter and we are running 100 meter. Let us think about them also. Till the last person in our country is not self-satisfied, is not grown, the country should not be considered as a grown country. So it is very important we have to make this wealth percolate everywhere. We got to balance it regionally. Every single state should grow. Sir, 1991, the balance of payment crisis, we had money only to import products for 3 weeks. India was on the verge of declaring itself a defaulter, which some of our neighboring countries keep doing it often. But we were on the verge of declaring ourselves as a sovereign country calling itself a defaulter. You cannot run your country in the global world. We took 7 times loan from IMF, 7 times loan. The last loan we paid to the International Monetary Fund in 2000, that's the last loan we paid. After that we told IMF, I'm not taking any loan from you, I'm happy. From 2000 we didn't take a loan from IMF. In 1991 when the balance of payment crisis happened, 3 weeks of imports money was left. What the Reserve Bank of India did, 20 tons of gold, we took it to Switzerland, Bank of Switzerland, we got $200 million. July 1991, we took 47 tons of gold, Bank of England, we got $400 million. That $600 million which we borrowed, it gave us a breathing space to work. And this country, UAE, is such a beautiful country. And it is a country which is a beautiful confluence of 2 things. And it's such a beautiful country because 2 days back when I went to Abu Dhabi to see the BAPS Mandir, what a confluence. Great rulers of this land with the spirit of tolerance and inclusiveness asking us to construct a temple. And 30 lakh people have visited that BAPS Mandir till now. And more than the temple, I was very inspired. 7 spears. Normally in Indian temple we have spears. 7 spears, when they told me it represents the 7 emirates of UAE, to honor the rulers of this land because they honored our faith here. And when you go around the temple that is beautifully built with sandstone, you see Shiva Puranam, you see Vishnu Puranam, you see Ayyappa, you see all the beautiful carvings around it. Just when you finish the temple, I was very astounded to see. They end with honoring the 7 founding fathers of UAE, along with the gurus who guided them. There is a sandstone for them. And the temple represents it by faith, where the 14 great civilizations also found a space. Just like our Shiva Puranam and Vishnu Puranam and all the great Itikas of Mahabharata, which got inscribed in the sandstone. I could see the Sumerian civilization represented. I could see the Egyptian civilization, the Eskimos represented, the Red Indies civilization represented. And the spirit of tolerance we have shown, end of the day, all the great religion, they speak of one truth, and that's a single truth, that's a truth of love. Which is very beautifully done. That shows who we are as Indians. And that is a great story because I believe this is the story for the world. When we see fractures in the world, people fighting, countries fighting, when we approach any issue with the spirit of tolerance, with the spirit of love, with the spirit of compassion, magic happens. And the BAPS Mandir in Abu Dhabi is a beautiful representation of 2 faith combining, 2 civilization combining, and 2 cultures combining with the spirit of compassion, tolerance. That is why I thought I should salute that faith by wearing this shawl where 2 countries' national flag is represented. So I would take this opportunity to once again, yes ma'am, once again to pay my humble respects to all the hardworking people here. You are working very hard, extremely hard, and you are the world's largest remitter into our country. No country in the world receives inward remittances like India does. India receives billions of dollars as inward remittances because you earn that dollar, you send it back to your home, your mother, your father, your children, your wife, your husband, somebody is waiting, and you save every single penny for a better life outside. And all the money that comes back into our country, that gives us this very precious foreign exchange. India needs that foreign exchange, precious dollar, and you make it happen. And more importantly, traveling thousands of miles away, even in a foreign land, you keep the spirit intact, you keep the patriotic fervor intact, you teach it to next generation, and next generation, all in the hope that we will have a better life. I salute you for that. Since you are positioned in Dubai, instead of trying to take a holiday into Europe, always try to take a holiday back. Instead of an European holiday, nothing wrong, all the great cities should be seen with the same eyes, with the same spirit, and with the same love. So one holiday to southern part, one holiday to western part, one holiday to northern part, one holiday to the eastern part. Every single year you come. If you can expose that to your children, I think that is the single biggest blessing they will get from you. Last but not the least, again I'll take the privilege of being your brother. I'll use this privilege to request one more thing. The first language we heard is a very sweet mother language we heard. So we all hold a very special place for our mother tongue. ஸோ தமிழ் சொந்தங்கள் இருக்கிறீங்க, தமிழ் மேல ஒரு மாறா காதல், மாறா அன்பு. காரணம் உங்களுடைய காதுல கேட்ட முதல் வார்த்தை அது. யூ ஃபீல் வெரி ஹாப்பி. அது உங்களுடைய நம்முடைய தாய்மொழி பாசம், தமிழ் மொழி மேல இருக்கக்கூடிய அன்பு. ಕನ್ನಡ ಕಡೆಯವರು ಇದ್ದೀರಾ? ತಾವು ಕೂಡ ಅದೇ ತರಹ ತಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಿವಿದಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ತಾಯಿಯಂತರ ಮಾತು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಿವಿದಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅದು ಬಿದ್ದಿತ್ತು. Other parts of India, I'm sorry, I'm not able to speak Telugu. I want to speak Marathi. I want to speak Gujarati. But बहुत लोग here इधर आपका हिंदी मालूम है, हिंदी आपका बहुत कंफर्टेबल है. हमारा लैंग्वेज बहुत वेरीड है, बहुत डेप्थ है. एक तमिल में इतिहास बहुत है, तिरुकुरल है, कंबरामायणम है, 2000-3000 ईयर का लिटरेचर है. मेरा निवेदन है, इफ यू आर born in Tamil Nadu, let us take pride in our language, our books, our literature. But it should not stop us from reading a book or a literature from the other language. That is very important for our personal growth. And the language depth so varies, because you should give this exposure to your children. A Premchand Munshi in Hindi, if you are able to at least read, are able to get a translation into Tamil or an English of some of the beautiful literature available in Hindi, we should take it and read it. Karnataka people are here, B.R. Shetty ji, and Kannada language has got the unique honor of winning the highest number of Jnanapita awards in the history of Indian literature. That literature has got a very unique honor. Somebody like an S.L. Bhairappa, somebody like a Kumpu, such a beautiful, brilliant writings. We should get exposed to it. Malayalam has got such a fascinating development of language in the last 10 centuries, especially. Beautiful literature. We should read it. Some literatures in Assamese are out of the world. We should read it. So if we don't give an exposure to our children to other language, they can't even, because book literature is a window to a language. It is a window. A good, beautiful book, when we read it, even in our own mother tongue, a translated book, it will teach us what the other culture is about. Because here, I had the unique honor of seeing the minister in the stage. Look at the ministry's name. Ministry of Tolerance and Coexistence. I don't think anybody in the world, any government in the world has got a post like Ministry of Tolerance and Coexistence. Ministry of Happiness. It is very important for us to appreciate other culture, other language within Bharat by a simple literature book or by a tour, so that we develop that spirit of tolerance, we develop the spirit of harmonious coexistence, so that I once again thank all the wonderful people in this auditorium who have come here, given your time, made this function so rich and so diverse. I thank all the IPF volunteers and all the wonderful cultural troops who have come here and performed so much, and all the eminent guests sitting in all the rows here, the fantastic business people who are making our country proud, all the hard working. Your sweat, when it touches the soil, India is prospering there.